welcome back to another episode of the Darwin's Room channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me as always. I really appreciate all of your guys' support. Today we're going to be talking about Fear Street Prom Queen. This is the latest installment in the Netflix horror franchise known as Fear Street. I will say I am a fan of the first three Fear Street movies, the original Fear Street trilogy. I know that they were positively reviewed on Rotten Tomatoes, but I do remember hearing a lot of slack on them and a lot of people not liking them. But I personally really enjoyed them. I thought they were clever, entertaining, and thrilling. And so I was really looking forward to seeing this sequel, even though I did hear that this one was not as well done. But nonetheless, I was really looking forward to it. And of course, this one follows Shadyside High School as they're getting ready for prom. It's in the days leading up to prom, and there is a slasher killer looking and trying to off with the prom queen Alex. And so, seemed like a fun premise, very simple, very straightforward, that I was really intrigued to watch. One thing I will say is that this is not as clever as the original trilogy. I think that it's not as well done. It's a lot more flat. There's not too much to say about the movie because it is a really simple premise and it's a pretty straightforward film. But the execution of it was not as well done as I was hoping that it would be. Again, it feels very flat. The storytelling is very surface level, two-dimensional. It doesn't feel very engaging. And a lot of that is because it's bad writing. The writing is really bad. It's the dialogue. It feels forced. And then the movie opens and it has a bit of a long opening with the lead character, the lead protagonist, doing a voiceover, kind of, a narration, kind of setting up the story, setting up the key points to get the story moving along. And it all feels very forced. And some lines feel like they're shoehorned in a way that as if it felt like, ooh, that's a good line. But it wasn't a good line. It was just a really bad line. And so it felt really disappointing in that way because the entire film, in terms of its writing and the dialogue, plays in that manner, where it feels very forced, it's not very thoughtful, and it's not very engaging. However, there is some fun to be had. The kill sequences, they're really tense. So it's really intense and it's really thrilling and it's exciting in the way of you start to actually kind of root for the characters. So in these movies, I feel like typically what you see is a lot of unlikable characters that you're waiting to see get offed, to put it one way, But in this movie, while some of them, yes, are unlikable, there is at least 2 or 3 that I genuinely appreciated their character and enjoyed their character. One of those characters, of course, being the lead character, who I think she was great, and she does a really good job. I don't know the actress's name, but she does a great job. And the performances, they're fine. They're nothing special by any means, but they get the job done. It's okay. And there's enough likable characters to where the kill sequences feel that much more engaging and intense because you care about their survival. At least 1 or 2 of them, the most. But 3, you'd be like, oh, okay, I would like them to survive. But then the rest, you're like, okay, have at it. But in general, it's okay. It's an okay movie. I am disappointed by the overall quality of this film, just because I really did enjoy the first 3, and I don't really understand the hate towards the first 3. I think that they were really solid. But this was, I can see people hating it. I myself, I'm not thrilled with it. I think it's okay. I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but it's okay. It's right in the middle. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I can tell you about this film? No. Sorry. It's such a simple movie, simple-minded. It has some fun in it, but not enough to justify its existence. I don't know why they made it. I don't know how this was greenlit. They should have went through a couple more rewrites to really iron out a lot of the issues with the story. There's a couple good twists in here, 2 or 3 decent twists. 2 that are really good, but the third, maybe a fourth one are, you know, they're fine. You know, I didn't see them coming, but I wasn't necessarily surprised by it either. So yeah, you know, it doesn't justify its existence. It is just okay. I wish it was better, but it is what it is. So that being said, Fear Street Prom Queen, I'm gonna give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Have you guys seen the latest Fear Street film? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What are your thoughts on the Fear Street franchise up to this point? Have you enjoyed it? Or I guess, have you been one of the few that's enjoyed it? Did you not like it? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and continue the conversation. Stay tuned for more reviews coming very soon. I have a couple lined up in the pipeline, so we'll be chatting soon. God bless you all. Take care.